Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Eindhoven, the high-tech capital of Europe, on a rainy winter day walking tour. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Eindhoven, no clue. But okay, it's the Netherlands. I don't really know how the Netherlands and this specific part of the Netherlands looks like. So I'm excited. Let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe. It was pouring rain. Well, they have eclairs. Who's this guy? Fritz Phillips. Who's that guy? Oh, Philips as in the company, as in Philips, the tech company? Oh, I didn't know that was Dutch. Oh, settlement on a high land. That's news for the Netherlands. I thought everything was flat. Eindhoven? I have no idea how to pronounce it. Oh, this is very pretty. Is that a restaurant? I love how woodsy it is. Oh my god, 1232. It never ceases to amaze how old things are in Europe. Oh, there were several villages. Oh. That's interesting. Oh, of course, I can only imagine how many people worked out of Philips, I don't know, just, you know, in the factories and stuff. The Blob. Oh, I can see why it's called the Blob. It's not as much as a blob. I mean, it's a cone shape. Well, not certain. It's not a cone, but I don't know. The Bubble. Bike parking. Okay, which one's the Bubble? Now I'm confused. Oh my god, 1,700 bikes. That's just a lot of bikes. And even then, I'm seeing bikes just sort of in the street. So it's not enough. The parking lot is not enough. They needed an even bigger parking space. It's so funny how everyone's. I'm wondering something kind of dumb, maybe. I don't know. There's bicycles and it's raining and the seat gets wet. So if when you are getting on your bike again, the seat's gonna be wet. Isn't that uncomfortable? This doesn't. Wow. Okay. I don't know what's the new something. I have no idea what that is. But everything looks very modern. I'm not seeing sort of artisanal buildings, classic Dutch architecture. I'm just seeing very sleek things and very modern. Oh, it was an industrial site. It doesn't seem it either. It just looks, again, very techy, friendly. Oh my god, what? The lighting adjusts based on the crowd? Okay. Okay, now I want to go there now. I want to know how it changes. Depending on, obviously, what's the weather and how many people are there. Oh, what's a railway track? Oh my god. This is crazy because if you're not telling me, well, I guess maybe I can see it. The railway road is there and to the sides or, I don't know, the platforms. Maybe, but only because they're telling me. Otherwise, obviously, it wouldn't have occurred to me. Never in a million years. Are those restaurants? Is that a fast food chain? It is very pretty. Oh, the Dutch Design Week. I've never heard of it. But I can see why, because yes, the architecture is quite impressive. Oh, the first light bulb. This is the Philips Museum. Which one's the Philips Museum? Nothing here looks like a museum. Everything looks very, I don't know, an Apple store. Yeah, that's crazy. And it started as a small factory. Oh, I can see it. It's the Philips Museum. It looks, okay, the Philips Museum, not what I was expecting. Oh my god, his cousin was Marx. Oh my god, I wonder what he thought of the whole, I don't know, thing about the Philips expansion. Oh, it was rebuilt. Maybe that explains why everything's so modern. It's because it is. Few things remain from those older times. Oh my god, they're prioritizing light and air. I love that. Who wouldn't prioritize those things? Yeah, this is the Silicon Valley of the Netherlands. Eindhoven, Rembrandt. Okay, yeah, for all patents. So this is the Silicon Valley of the Netherlands. Okay, this bridge looks kind of sketchy. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know what that is, but yeah, it seems important for the war. Yeah, this is a sketchy part. I'd be a little scared of going here, to be honest. I don't know. Well, people are here, so apparently safe, but I don't know. It feels a little at odds with the rest of the city. Oh my god, the most inventive cities. Okay, so if you're, I don't know, a technological person, and yeah, you're thinking about patenting something, you should move here. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's 50% of the whole thing. That's a lot. Where are the bike lanes? The bike lanes are the red ones, right? I think. The first floating circular bicycle bridge. What? Hovering, as in you're hovering over this, and it's a ring that hovers over you. Where is it? Is it something that I'll know when I'll see it? Oh, I want to see it so badly. Are those trash cans or the recycling bins? Because if they are, that's nice, the recycling. Oh, it survived. And it's that one? That's so nice. Oh yeah, okay. It's funny because I'm seeing this is sort of more like it, what I'm used to how the Netherlands it's supposed to look like. Sort of very old-timey and small and very pretty, very European. Artistic and bohemian, but Latin as in what? Why is it Latin? The small crooked alleys. Well, it's funny because they're not that small. It looks like as a typical street in Europe. The clinkers. I don't want to hear. Please, a bike has to go through here. Oh, it's true. It hadn't. Yeah, I hadn't realized that there's no canals. More trees. Well, yeah, of course, it's winter, so it's the leaves are not here. I'm just seeing trees, but now I'm just realizing the trees. Well, they have those little planted pots, which I love. I think they add a little character to this. It's funny because, yeah, the street does not look narrow in the least. I was trying to hear the sound the bikes make when they're in the cobblestone streets. It's so funny. They're just bikes all everywhere. And everyone sort of leaves their bike over there. Are you afraid of if it's going to get stolen or something? No one steals your bike, obviously. There's just a lot of bikes here. No one's interested. Oh, it's petrichor. I bet it smells nice as well. Like petrichor. There's a lot of graffiti in here. A moat system. Oh, okay. I didn't know they had a moat system. Oh, so it's a sign. Okay, so you don't slip and fall. That's so nice. Oh my god, geothermal energy. That's very sustainable. I don't think, well, maybe it's more common in Europe, but it's not that common in other places. Oh, there's a car. Is that car supposed to be there? I'm a little intrigued by this. I don't think that car was supposed to be there. Oh no, he's going. I can see that he's going to the crossing over there, to the street where there's other cars. For 1 second, I thought he was going to be here, and I was thinking, oh my god, isn't this a pedestrian road? You're not supposed to be there. Are those machines sort of ads, or are they? Do they serve some other purpose? Are those for the traffic lights? You know, you press the button. Maybe you don't have that over there. Yes, it looks very industrial chic. I absolutely agree. It has charm to this because everything sort of, I don't know, it just goes well. The rain goes well with the architecture. This is crazy. It's one of the. It's designed for pedestrians. I thought the whole of the Netherlands was designed like this. So it's crazy that apparently this is a more friendly place for pedestrians, which insane. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of people working there, even expats and stuff, people from other places, because of course this is the hub spot. Everyone's gonna move there. This is the Silicon Valley. I wonder if it's the Silicon Valley of the Netherlands or of Europe as a whole. I want to go shopping here so badly. I'm seeing all those interesting shops. I want to go there. Wow, 140 different nationalities. I don't even know. I don't know if I could name 140 countries, to be honest. Like out of the cuff, I couldn't. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of, this obviously are a lot of stores. But it's funny because those are the stores, but there are no restaurants from what I could see. The restaurants were on the other street, so it's sort of separated. Oh, it's the first shopping street. Well, and it was pedestrianized only in the 70s. I think because the Netherlands has a reputation for being so friendly to pedestrians and no so car friendly or just relying on cars. It surprises me that it's only been since the 1970s, and this was when it started. I mean, I think they transformed this quite fast. I think. This is so nice. I think there's so many cities in Europe that I think have this. I don't think this is common in other places, especially in the United States. This is not common at all. There's something about this, I think, that makes it very European. I think it would be hard for me, at least, to differentiate between countries if I see a street like this. I know that, this is obviously Europe, but I couldn't tell you specifically if it's the Netherlands, because I think this is just a very European thing. I can't explain it. It's just, I think, the pedestrian road with the stores to the sides. I don't know. Oh, what's done in the 90s? Look at this. There's a lot of people. Here's crowded. Oh, what's since the 1950s? Yeah, of course, I can see it. Everyone wanted to move there, obviously. There's a 70% sale. Sounds good. Oh, the Eindhoven Miracle. That's nice, actually. Oh, they have even a Swarovski. That's fancy. I thought it was only sort of fast fashion and just normal stores. But they even have a Swarovski, which I think is quite... Yeah, a little bit more in the upper tax bracket. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's more luxurious. This is on. I can see maybe there's a lot of. Well, I don't know if it's just people that live there, but a lot of tourists as well. Just because it's super crowded. I can see this is obviously where the main attraction probably is. Obviously, everyone wants to go shopping, especially if you're a tourist. But maybe again, for people that live there, it's still very. Of course, you want to go there. You want to do your shopping. Oh, this is pretty. Everything, all the pavement, it's orange. That's so nice. Maybe that's what differentiates the Netherlands with, and maybe Eindhoven with other cities in Europe. It's orange. Oh, this is the market. Well, they're getting, because obviously it's in a, yeah, of course. You have a square. Usually that's where the markets are. Wow, this is crazy. 19th century styles and 1950s reconstruction. What? How does that mix look like? It's so funny how you can see how everything sort of changes and how the architecture, it's older, like they said, is what, 19th century? I'm not saying the 1950s, but I don't know. To me, 1950s is sort of postmodern thing, so I have no idea. Oh, it's Meneer fruits? Meneer? I don't know what Meneer means. Oh my god, he was the last Phillips member. Now who lives it now? But I guess they sold it. Oh, so he was a good man. I wanted him to go to the market. I wanted to see what kind of things were in the market. Oh really? So he was super. He was well liked. What more can you wish for? What more can you ask for? You have a successful company and everyone likes you in your city. You're a city hero. I'm surprised that even if it's raining, how many people there are on the streets. Because usually when it's raining, I think people tend to be less outside. Or at least they use cars and they don't walk because the weather is so... No, oh, it's not nice weather, so they don't really go out walking. But it's yes, I'm thinking, you know, it's the Dutch. They don't care about this. It's raining, it's fine. This is a lot of international cuisine. I'm seeing poke bowls. Oh, a tattoo shop. There's so many things here. Well, not that you're... you know, the tattoo shop specifically. But there's just a lot of things to do. A graveyard. Oh my. Okay. Wonder what they did with those grave sites. That's a little creepy, actually. I think everything looks charming. I think it's true that I think the weather makes it look, I don't know if nicer is the word, but it just makes it look very special. Yeah, what are those screens? Again, are there ads? Are there charging ports for your phone? What is that? Yeah, I'm seeing a button, so it's not... I don't think they're charging ports. America Today? Okay, why? Is this sort of randomly here? What is this? Is it a museum? No, of course not a museum. What is this? See, it's funny because now you sort of go out of that sort of older part, sort of, oh yeah, this is more classic looking, and then you go out here, and then it's all industrial, and all the buildings look new, everything's sort of made out of glass, everything's sort of just more modern looking and newer. I think it's interesting. Oh, and something as well that I'm noticing is that now when you sort of get out of the, I don't know, the pedestrian, the sort of the downtown center, now obviously there's the cars, which I think makes sense. Obviously, city, you know, downtowns and stuff, they tend to be only for pedestrians. But I think it's funny that, yeah, well, I think it makes sense. Yeah, of course, all the vintage kind of things and all the classical buildings are in the older part of town, where you can only walk there. And then, of course, when you go out of it, you go to see the streets, as in where the cars are, and there's, you know, obviously modern buildings, because that's usually how cities work. Yeah, it's also, it helps. They're draining the water more efficiently, which I think the Dutch are famous for it. So doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it's to prevent flooding, which I think is a concern in the Netherlands at all times. So good for them. Oh my god, they use sensors. And they reduce air pollution. How are they reducing air pollution? This is sort of a gray town. I don't know. It's just everything's so, I don't know, designed for the best, I think. I don't know. In order for you to live, I don't know. Everything's very productive. That's what I think. Oh my god, a casino as well. It's not just luck, it's fair play. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, see, these are the tall buildings, you know. I don't know if are there the towers in the Netherlands? It's funny, I think they still look quite small, but, you know, bigger compared to other places, to other buildings here. Does Nieuwstraat mean sort of new street or new place? Oh, there's a university. Okay, was that the big tech building over there? Because this is a technical university specifically. I wonder what careers they offer there. There's a lot of restaurants here. They have a lot of options. I'm just thinking if you live there. I'm thinking it's a little sad if you are a tourist because you're not gonna be able to sort of get them all. But that milkshake looked great. I love the little. I love when restaurants have those sculptures of, I don't know, fries. You know, those giant fries or the giant ice cream, or in this case, a giant milkshake. I love that. If that ad works on me, I would absolutely go there. Yes, this is what I was going with it. It's very, there's just a lot of people outside considering how bad the weather is. Oh, they had the heat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in cooler places they do this. Everything's sort of, I don't know, a tent thing. I don't know how to explain it, but they sort of cover it with some sort of tarp. That is not tarp, but I don't know, it keeps you warm and it keeps you dry, but it's just an outdoor market. But I think that's sort of standard. I think a lot of places do this. But still, you would have to brave the cold and the rain. I don't know, it's still... But again, they're used to this, so they don't really care. What's a little rain? Is that a sculpture of another Philips guy? Oh my god, Grand Cafe Central. That place looks gorgeous. Suspended lighting. Oh! True, I hadn't realized that. For the year 2040. A watermelon spritz. I said, an Aperol spritz. Okay, we won't have that. Maybe not in this kind of weather, but... Well, 2050, they want to be climate neutral. And that, I think that's a really good goal. 2050, yeah. Around 20 years. Well, they even have Five Guys. I didn't know they had over there. That thing to the left looks as... Is that a theater? Yeah, it's an orchestra. Looks quite nice. Well, I don't know. Would have loved to see it as an... from below. It's only for music and sort of orchestras and theater and not an actual movie theater. I'm noticing that I'm not seeing a lot of movie theaters here. But I like that there's a good mix between restaurant, cultural sort of things to do, shopping, both in markets and both in stores. The city of light. Yeah, because it reflects, I think obviously because the weather is so gray and the pavement is so shiny, it just, everything, you know, it reflects back because it's white. So I like it because it's very bright. It's not dark. The street's safe. Safe from what? But I like that they're reducing pollution. Oh, it's electric. Ah. Oh, I'm listening church bells. So probably the bells. Well, the church is nearby. Of course, you can't have a town without a church. I think that's every place, every city needs to have a church. Yeah, those little restaurants look very beautiful. We'll love, obviously on a sunny day, it would be so nice to just go to one of those outdoor seating things. Well, especially in the summer, it must be very nice. Well, what is that? EINDHOVEN? Wonder what that is. How cold is it? I'm seeing people with a lot of heavy raincoats, and well, obviously the rain is raining, but I'm seeing a lot of people with like very heavy coats. How cold is it? Because sometimes it's raining, but it's not that cold. But I don't know, this seems very cold. Oh, this is the church. Oh, 1860. That's kind of new. Neo-Gothic. It's gorgeous. Okay, the Rijksmuseum, Central Station, Amsterdam. No idea how those things look like. But this is beautiful. I love Gothic style. Oh my god, the largest in the Netherlands. And the Catharina Kirk. Is that the Church of Catherine? Is that was she a queen or something? Or something having to do with Catherine? Or maybe is there a saint named Catherine actually? Maybe it is. About the saint. Oh my god, I'm loving the church, yeah, up close. It looks stunning. Oh my god. Love it. It's beautiful. Oh, I wanna go there so badly. No, go. I wanna see the organ. Oh, I wanted to see the church, how it looks like from the inside. I love those arches as well. Oh, it's that I'm seeing it's sort of rolling wheels. Okay, yeah. The sound, I was listening and I was, oh, that's what they meant with the sound. The wheels on the cobblestone streets. Oh, this is the nightlife street. Oh my god, 50 bars in a row. Oh, they tested smart lighting. Well, crowd management makes sense because there's a lot of bars and a lot of nightlife, so of course it makes a perfect sense. Oh my god, potential conflicts through sound? Never heard of that in my life. Yes, I can see, yeah, I love that. It's what? It's smart city. Yeah, because they're experimenting in public spaces. This is incredible because actually you can test the thing and how it works in real life. I love that. Are those all the bars? Oh my god, I want to go do a puff crawl. An outdoor light gallery. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, we love this eclipse of it. 22 kilometers. Oh my god. When do they do this? During Christmas? Well, no, it doesn't make sense they do it during Christmas. Somewhere else. Oh, I'm seeing Heineken, great beer. I'm not seeing Amstel. I think probably Heineken is the more popular, I think, Dutch beer. But I think Amstel is not bad either. Maybe it's less popular. The Tipsy Rock pub. Oh, it's 18th. Okay, September 18th. So yeah, it's not during Christmas. Cafe peppers. I thought it said chili peppers. Light hole. What? To its industrial history. I am very confused. Why during carnival and what industrial history? Because they develop lighting? What? And what does that have to do with the carnival? I'm so confused. Only it's an excuse for a celebration. It's okay. I don't know what he cares. The singing goat. I think as long as you're celebrating, it's an excuse to celebrate. You don't have to think about this too hard. This is a very beautiful house, the one to the right, but I think it's a restaurant. It's a bar, but I would live there 100%. It's a beautiful looking building. Concerts, DJs, dance floor, pool tables, and craft beer. There's just a lot of things. It's funny because it looks like a nice sort of, I don't know, a friendly, I think, restaurant, but it's a nightclub that you wouldn't know by the facade. It looks sort of a chill place, but apparently it's a nightclub. I think I'm used to, usually I think nightclubs are just a little, I don't know, they tend to be more, I don't know, more modern looking, and they have a lot of lights instead of ads in the, not ads, but I don't know, it's just, they're different, they just have a lot of things. It's just visually very, I don't know, they just, it's a lot of things. Oh, Italian, love it. Pizzeria. Bones, it's called Bones? What? The place is called Bones. That's an interesting place for a restaurant. An interesting name. Maybe it's because, oh, it's so good and you only leave the bones. I don't know. It's just a little weird. Oh my god, I want to go so badly to everything single. There's just so many places here that I would love to go in. Oh, this is a Belgian thing. Well, yeah, makes sense. They're not right next to them, but oh, it's a Belgian pub. Exactly. Wondering what's a Belgian pub. I don't know what's different a Belgian pub. But I guess it makes sense. Probably there's a lot of Belgians living in the Netherlands because they're so close to each other. Oh, modern and contemporary art. Being a museum. Oh, and is that the museum? It's so sort of sleek. Oh yeah, is it really hot though? I wonder how hot it gets during the summer, as in the city. Oh, there's kingfishers. Where are they? I'm not seeing any birds. What's Jennifer Parkin? It's the park. It's a park, I guess. See, everyone leaves their bikes just sort of there. No one's concerned about the bike getting stolen. Which, okay, sure, it's fine, I guess. There's just a lot of graffiti. I'm surprised by this. Some of them is very, I know graffiti is an art form, but it's sometimes like there was one part that they had an actual sort of illustration, and others are just sort of graffitis as in, I don't know, shapes, I think they're names or something. But I'm surprised by the amount of them. I would think that they were sort of forbidden, well, not forbidden, but they were, if they catch you graffitiing something, you're gonna go to jail. That's what I thought. But maybe that's the thing, maybe they just don't care about this. They do really add character to the city, so maybe they just leave it because, and of course they're not painting over them, because again, they add charm, and maybe that's the thing. It adds character, so they don't care. This is only, I don't know how many streets they've gone through, and this is, I think, the third or fourth car that I'm seeing, which I think it's wild to me. There's only one car there. Obviously there were others, but again, it's crazy. In the, I don't know how many streets, it's only 5 cars. It's a head college. This isn't Tech University that they were mentioning, right? Bariomatic car transmission. Another car. What's bariomatic? What? There's just so many things I don't understand. Are those the cars that you can sort of go and you can say, oh, I want it automatically, or I want a manual transmission, but you can sort of, I don't know if it's you press a button and the thing does it. Is that it? Is that what they're talking about? I've never seen them in real life, but I think I know I know they exist, but I never, no, I've heard of people having them actually, but yeah, I've never seen them. This is gorgeous. I'm wondering how come it's not as crowded. There's only another person walking here. How come no one's here? This is the prettiest place in all the city. Form and function. This is so beautiful. I don't. They're not residential. Yeah, no one lives here, right? But oh my god, I would love to live there so badly. Oh, the street furniture. That explains there was a white couch a couple blocks ago. That was sort of a couch there. Kind of weird, right? Oh, this is the part about, okay, I like that they have a creative quarter. It's not only about technological things. We also have a creative sort of, for creatives, this also works. I love those potted plants. That water sounded very intense. Oh, the bike's on the ground. Oh no, the bicycle fell. Oh my god, so funny how you can just see, I'm listening all the water. What's with a bike in the middle of the street? Well, not the street, but this is just in the middle of the floor. What's up with that? Someone just dropped their bike over there. I'm running late, so I leave my bike over there and I'm going running to my appointment. That's not that you shouldn't do that, right? It's the equivalent of sort of leaving your car double parked because you need to go somewhere and you can't find parking. That was so weird, really. Oh, it was an industrial warehouse. Oh, that's it. I'm loving it. Oh my god, 21 different food concepts. That's a lot. Oh, this is so pretty. Beer and beer. So funny how the word beer, it's sort of very similar in so many different languages. Once you see it, you'll know, oh, that's beer. Oh, I thought it was that Italian? Yeah, I can see there's very international. And I think German as well. You can really just see the industrial sort of remnants in this part of town. I think it's funny because the one to the right looks obviously all that brick facade obviously is very industrial. But to the left, you have those sort of columns. I think they remind me a little bit of sort of the brutalist kind of style, kind of architecture style. I don't know if that's the case. Obviously, I don't know how fashionable brutalism was in the Netherlands. But it's got a little bit of that sort, which I think makes sense because again, it's the whole sort of industrial thing, a little concrete and out of sort of, you leave things without finishing them, but that's the finish. Oh my god, there was a little kid in a bike. It never, I don't know, that to me is so surprising. I know it's in the Netherlands, that's normal, but still, you know, little kids on bikes in the middle of the street. I know, it's just weird to me because I think if you have a kid or kids sort of walking around, driving around, riding around bikes, or sort of, that's a park thing. I don't know, it's around the neighborhood, or you take them to a park, or you go to a park to ride your bike. Unless you live in the suburbs and, you know, you use it, but still it's in the same sort of streets. I don't know, it's just weird to see them out and about in the wild. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you can see how everything's constantly changing, and you can the architecture style reflects this. They're pushing for the next breakthrough. And this one looks sort of as a normal shopping mall. I think more similar to other places as the rest of the world. Yeah, this is so funny because this one looks so normal looking. No, the other is abnormal, but this looks as a regular shopping mall everywhere. Kind of small though. Well, I don't know, maybe not. But the stairs are looking. It's I think the scale is a little bit more. It's just smaller than other, I think, shopping malls. Maybe that's just normal in the Netherlands. I don't know. I feel like everything in the Netherlands is probably a little bit smaller than what most people are used to, but I don't know. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm totally. I don't know. I'm inventing things. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of people in the shopping mall, which makes sense. Obviously, it's a shopping mall. But I think I'm surprised with the amount of people here. Maybe I'm not, because of course if it's raining outside, maybe it makes sense that a lot of people, you know, I'm gonna go to the mall because if I'm not gonna get wet, it's raining a lot. I love this town. I think it really does, and I think probably I'm guilty of this as well. When I'm thinking about things and cities in the Netherlands, I'm only thinking about Amsterdam. I think it's just because obviously it's the most famous, I think, city in the Netherlands, and I'm thinking about both sort of the architecture and how Amsterdam really looks like with all the canals and stuff. And I think places, and I foolishly, I think, and again, I know it's wrong because you can't actually judge one country. Even if it's a small country, you can't judge one country with just one, with the big city and with the capital. But I don't know, I just felt, oh yeah, all the Netherlands is going to be very similar to Amsterdam. But not necessarily. And always I know that the Netherlands also has other places, sort of more, more rural places, and but then that's another thing. But you still have the canals, and they're surrounded by water. It's still kind of a little bit similar, but I was never expecting, I don't know, the Netherlands to look like this as well. This is what I'm going with this. And again, maybe that's just, I don't know, blame, well, me, probably, of course, I don't need to know these things, but I think culturally, maybe they do this on purpose, I don't know, maybe, I don't think we should, I don't know, well, maybe Dutch people in general, I don't know, they should make a campaign to sort of, no, there's more to the Netherlands than just sort of, the whole Amsterdam and the rural parts of, where everyone has, everyone wears clocks and the windmills. I don't know, but maybe I'm off, and maybe it's no. People in Europe are super aware of this, and it's just me that I'm not. I do not know this, but I don't know how popular I think these kind of cities in the Netherlands are throughout Europe. But I love it. I was never expecting. I just mentioned it because I don't think it was something in particular that surprised me. I think it was just the whole thing. I was not expecting, I think, the Netherlands to be that, I don't know if eclectic is the right word, but just, I don't know, for something like this to be there, I had no idea. And I don't really know where it's located specifically, if this is in the Amsterdam district, because I'm pretty sure there's an Amsterdam district. I think similar to a state, right, to the territory, not necessarily the city. I think the city is Amsterdam, but it's located in the state of Amsterdam. I know it's not called a state, but I'm going to liken this to things that I know. But I don't know if this Eindhoven, do not know how to pronounce it, if this is actually as well sort of located near Amsterdam, in the same state, or this is Rotterdam, or what Utrecht, or what other famous, I think, other city, or I don't, not cities, sort of territories, famous territories in the Netherlands. But yeah, who knew? I had no idea that there was a Silicon Valley or the equivalent of a Silicon Valley in the Netherlands, because it's so small. I know that obviously they're very leading in technological sort of things and stuff, but I know I wasn't expecting this. And these were the Philips, and the giant company Philips. Oh, it was born there. I had no idea. I thought, maybe, of course, wrong on me as well, I just foolishly thought it was an American thing. I think it's because of the Philips. I think the Philips is such a common American name that I just assume, oh, that's an American company. No, absolutely not. They were Dutch, which I think that's also pretty crazy to me. But yeah, I love all the parts in Eindhoven. I think it's really funny how you can really do see the sort of architecture styles, and it's a beautiful mix, I think, between sort of technological parts and technological, very sort of modern city, sleek things and sleek buildings and sort of a sleek vibe. And then you also get sort of the bohemian type streets and type quarters. I love that. It's a little bit of something for everyone, and I like that there's, because I think I keep comparing this to Silicon Valley, because that's what it reminds me. I think in principle, not in architecture style. Obviously, they're very different. There's in Palo Alto, like whatever. They're just very different. But I think the spirit of these cities, of which are, yes, you get all these, this modern, they're I think creating the things that everyone's going to be using 5 years from now, 10 years from now. They're advancing, I think, society through technology. And I wasn't expecting, I think, to look like this, but I love that everything doesn't have to be all sort of technological computers, screens, everything censored. No, it doesn't have to look like this. It doesn't have to look futuristic. I love that it can just look nice. And besides, there's other, I think, the arts are important as well. And that's why you have a lot of museums, and you have those sort of more artistic quarters to the city, which I love, because, oh yeah, there's something, I think, for everyone. And I think especially when it comes, when if I tell someone, oh, this is the Silicon Valley of the Netherlands, I think people, you would expect, oh yeah, so they sort of leave aside the whole sort of cultural things, and again, more artistic side of things. But it's no. They also have this as well. There's a little bohemian looking places here, and yes, I think I want to go there so badly. Even though obviously I love as well that everything they test their own sort of inventions in the whole city, and that's why it's called a smart city. I love that because again, it's how you can actually taste. You can actually test things. Because you can see, this works in real life, this doesn't work, we have to adjust things because they're being used by the people and they're being used in sort of daily normal things. And I think residents are probably aware of the things happening, but I think it's just a little bit more, I don't know, because I think when, not necessarily, but I think if something's being tested, maybe, I don't know, your standards are a little bit higher, or maybe, I don't know. I think you don't act. I know you can't act in a certain way if things are going, if this is going to be tested. But if it doesn't, and it's just like which I assume it's like that, of course, but because they're testing so many things at the same time, just go around your life normally. And I think I like that because it's sort of, you kind of tend to forget that part, but they're collecting the data, which is nice because you don't have to know. You don't have to act a certain way or anything. It's just, this is how, data is collected, and you're a little bit unaware, but obviously you are aware, only that it's on the back of your mind, so you tend to forget about it. But I like it because, yes, that's how you really advance things, and what works and what doesn't work. I think my favorite part, though, obviously I love all the little, technological things and sci-fi things. Well, not sci-fi, of course, I'm exaggerating, but just the principle of, there's a lot of cool things that make the city very, very livable and very green, very sustainable. Obviously, I love those little details, but just visually and going by vibes only, I think my favorite part was actually the last part. I think it was called Head College, the green part of it. I just loved that. I loved the little mix between, and obviously when it was raining and it was sort of, I don't know, it wasn't foggy, but it was just raining. I think it just looked very beautiful. I love because it was this whole, the industrial, I think, remnants of it all, but combined with the greenery, I think makes it look, I'm again exaggerating, but it looks a little bit post-apocalyptic, sort of, the warehouse and the industrial part was abandoned, and then nature had to grow because humans abandoned this, and then there's a lot of greenery here. It just gives it that sort of vibe. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a lot, but that's the kind of vibe that I get, and I love that type of style because it's a mix between that sort of industrial, sort of man-made thing and man-made thing to last, because everything looks sturdy, everything looks, again, it's concrete, it's bricks, it's very sort of hard, combined with sort of the softness of the greenery and the plants and the trees and all those beautiful sort of shrubs that were there. So I think that was my absolutely favorite part. Although, of course, I would go to and obviously all the restaurants, the bar street, and all the restaurants, absolutely would go there. I think it's bad because every time that I look at videos of the Netherlands, it's not just Amsterdam that's really worth the visit. There's just so many other places. You would have to stay there for, I don't know, 6 months in order to actually visit everything you want to as a tourist. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!